up, folks? Hello. Rebel Nerd Radio coming at you with another episode. What episode number are we up to anyway? 221.
Nice. I have to say your graphic in the background. It's too bad that we can't do the show from a location like that.
Yeah.
I mean, if we could just get ourselves on a beach where we could just point a camera at us, and then we could just do that with have a couple like mojitos or like a couple beers in our hand, and me have a beer, you have a spritzer water or something.
I'll have a good glass of tea.
There you go, glass of sweet
tea. Yeah.
Well, tonight, we can do the show from there. That would be great. I mean, I wore my Hawaiian t-shirt and everything.
Yeah, I didn't even think about wearing mine. I don't know. Didn't even think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could go. Well, hell, I don't even know where it's at, to be honest. I know where the one I'm supposed to be giving away is.
We need to figure out how to do that.
Actually, I have no idea where that shirt is at now. No, it's still on the stack. Stack crap.
Brian, I would agree. We're about as far away from a beach. I think I'm even further away from a beach than what Steve is.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, 100%. So, unless you want to talk about a muddy lake, I mean, and then I literally have a beach like 5 minutes from me, if that counts.
I don't think that counts.
Yeah,
I don't think it counts.
Whatever.
It's all right though.
It's okay.
So 221, and tonight is complete chaos. We are doing another one of our infamous Shenanigans shows. You've done a few of these with me, haven't you?
Oh yeah. Yeah, about once a quarter, I think once a quarter. I think once every 6 months.
Yeah,
once every 6 months we do a Shenanigans episode. We don't pick a subject. We don't have anything. We just took a bunch of subjects that everybody suggested. I mean, I think we have a couple of subjects that people came up with that we're going to do a little bit of a preview tonight. And we're going to kind of give you some stuff that's coming up for us. And this is a good chance. And I wanted to say this right out the gate. This is a great chance for you people to put some input in the chat, to ask questions, to throw out some of your thoughts. And it's not anything subject related. You can just throw out whatever is interesting to you, whatever you feel like. We're just going to kind of have a general open conversation about a few subjects that we're kind of really wanting to hit up and talk about. Most of it's probably a little bit of news, a little bit of preview for some up and coming shows. But you guys throw some stuff in the chat, give us some topics, and it's just going to be kind of a free for all show. And we're going to try to keep you guys. We're going to try to keep you guys in a good conversation for the next hour and a half.
Yeah, we got a couple topics that we kind of threw together ourselves at the last minute.
Yeah. You can kind of tell, though, it's a little chaotic because, I mean, we started a little late. That's because we were having a few technical difficulties. But we got those bypassed. We're doing good. I mean, but it wouldn't be Rebel Nerd Radio if we didn't have a couple hiccups in the program. So
speaking of hiccups, I don't think we're live on Facebook right now. I think something happened with, because I'm getting this error on. I don't think it's. I'm trying to force. It looks like the stream was deleted on Facebook. How the hell do I? Yeah, I guess we're not going to be on Facebook on this one tonight.
We might have to repost it and do it for later.
Yeah, that's a bunch of horse shit. Anyway, before we continue, I just want to put up an update. 10 days until Rebel Scum Con. 10 days.
And Brian, I know we're going to list everybody here in the chat here pretty quick.
Yeah, we are.
I know we're going to do that. Brian, it would take me longer than what we have to actually sit down and explain to you how three-phase as opposed to single-phase overhead power lines work. That's like, it takes years of studying to figure out how that works.
All right. Who do we have in the chat room? So we got Matthew. We've got Brian. Aloha. We've got Steve Spawn. What's up,
Steve?
We've got
digging the cooled out shades and the laid back picture, man. That's awesome.
Topical.
It is.
We've got Brennan.
Hey, Brennan.
We've got Taco Cat.
Hey, Taco Cat, who now lives in Colorado. I'm completely jealous, and I almost we don't have to talk about that because it makes me jealous.
And we got Spencer.
Hey, Spencer.
What's up? All right. Anything interesting happened to you this week besides work? I mean, that's not really interesting, but
oh, damn it! Because that happened to me Friday and Saturday, or Thursday. Excuse me, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Yeah. No. Yeah, actually, I mean, I worked up until Saturday during the day. I actually pulled 2 24-hour back-to-back shifts, so I really didn't have a whole lot of time during the week to do a whole lot because I was not feeling well during the first of the week. And then as soon as I came back to work, we got hit with major storms. And so I worked basically from Thursday morning until Saturday afternoon. All kinds of fun. And then Sunday, I basically had time to catch up on everything I didn't get done on Saturday. And I went and had a pleasant dinner with my girlfriend, my daughter, and her boyfriend, which was a lot of fun. We got to go to, so for those of you, I don't know, I mean, I don't know if I've ever discussed this before, and maybe I have, I don't know. But obviously October, and I know a lot of people feel the same way. Not October. Fall is probably my favorite season of all. Between Halloween, football, Thanksgiving, hunting, the chilled air, the turning colors, the just everything that goes with fall, spooky season, all that kind of stuff. I love it. And one of the best things I love about it, I know I'm weird about this, but one of the best things I love about it is Sam Adams comes out with 2 of my favorite beers that they make all year long. That's seasonal, and that's Oktoberfest, and they have one called Jacko, which is a pumpkin beer. And don't judge and don't hate, but I love their Oktoberfest and their pumpkin beer. And while we were at Sam's Club the other day, they actually started selling their Oktoberfest beer.
Oh, wow.
I'm excited. In July. I'm excited. It's July, and we still got the heat of August and the first part of September to go through, but they've already started selling Oktoberfest beer. I'm pretty excited.
Speaking of fall, that is also when hockey season starts.
And hockey season, and yeah.
Yep. In fact, this year it starts on October 7th. So
Matthew says I have decided I have to decide which of my nerd backpacks to wear to Rebel Scum Con. Ewok, Chewbacca, or Yoda. I'm gonna go with I mean either any of the 3 would work.
I don't have any Star Wars backpacks, so
I would say I would vote Yoda, but that's just me.
I do have a backpack. It's just not Star Wars.
I thought JD was going to say pumpkin spice. No, I mean it's pumpkin beer. I mean it is pumpkin beer, but I mean it's so I guess it has pumpkin spice in it. I'm not like I said, I'm not gonna lie. Don't hate, don't judge. But I love the different pumpkins, like pumpkin rolls. I love pumpkin beer. I love the the pumpkin or the butter beer that they sell for like the Harry Potter stuff. I mean, we order it every so often, and we have some here at the house. I know that's a little different, but the pumpkin stuff, and I even some of the pumpkin coffees I even like. So
cool.
Don't judge. How was your week, Steve?
Stand by. I'm checking on the Facebook feed.
Okay.
I did some farting around on it, and I think I may have figured out how to get it to go live. And yep, it's live. Okay, we're good. It's gonna be late, but
that's okay.
That's okay. We haven't really gotten the meat of everything anyway. My weekend was kind of crap.
I'm sorry.
It was a rough week. Man, what did I do? I didn't do, other than work. I didn't really do shit. I went to the movies on Thursday, and I saw Fantastic Four.
Dude, man. Okay, I'll speak about this in a second. What did you think? What did you think?
I liked it. Didn't love it. It was good. It was good. I may have enjoyed it more if I weren't still on my Superman high.
Oh.
It was fine. There were some there were some I don't want to say cameos because they weren't cameos. There were some mentions of things that I thought was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a cameo. I'm not going to say who because I'm not spoiling anything. The movie's only been out less than a week. It was either at the very end or during the mid-credit scene, and I don't remember which one.
If it's who I think you're talking about, it's a mid-credit scene.
Okay. I got a little excited about that. And there was another scene that was kind of related to that in the movie. And I won't say how it's related because that's going to spoil everything. But let's just say it had something to do with Sue talking at like that United Nations type thing. And they panned over. Yeah, it was good movie. It was not great. Definitely not my favorite MCU movie.
So compared to the first one that came out, reboot that they tried to do, and this one.
Okay, it was better than the first Fantastic Four series that they put out.
Okay.
Let me tell you something about the second one. That one that came out like 2015 or something like that.
Yep. Uh-huh.
So my thoughts on that is it was a good movie, period. It was not a good Fantastic Four movie.
Uh-huh.
It was a good movie, just not a great Fantastic Four movie. So as far as Fantastic Four movies go, this one was better.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought the casting was done well. I did like the casting. Casting was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, overall I liked it. What else did I do? I saw that, and then last night I saw, although it wasn't at the theater, I saw Happy Gilmore 2. That's on Netflix.
Oh, so okay, I've been waiting for that. I actually need to watch that because
you need to see it. It's freaking hilarious.
Is it?
Yeah, it's probably one of the best. I would say it's his best Netflix movie.
I do like Adam Sandler, and it's been a while since he's been out, so I would like to see that because to see how it came out and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it. It was pretty funny.
Speaking of like Superman highs, when we get done with all the regular business, when we get into our actual shenanigans part of it, I do want to bring up something. We spoke during the Kryptonian Chronicles episode, so if you folks have not had a chance to watch that, you need to watch it. And I had something I wanted to bring up on our regular show, Rebel Nerd Radio show, that I wanted to bring up, and it was a comparison that I wanted to make and I wanted to discuss that we can do a short discussion on. That has to do with the plot of the current Superman movie, and one of the Star Wars movies. So when we get to that point, when we get to the shenanigans part, I'd like to kick things off like discussing that. But if you folks in the chat, if you have not seen our Kryptonian Chronicles, which I think most of you have, go back and watch it. It's a great episode about our review of Superman.
I mean, based on the numbers, I would be surprised if the people here in the chat have not watched it.
Yeah. So if you've watched it in the chat, let me know. And I wish to continue a small point about the correlation between the Superman movie and a certain Star Wars movie that I would like to make. That as soon as I went through the information, I was kind of like, okay, there's a point I need to bring up that it's been kind of chapping my butt for a while. So I really kind of want to bring it up and see what Steve's thought is, and you guys in the chat. I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. So we'll bring that up after we get done with Show Me Your Thingy and that kind of stuff.
Cool. So that was my week. Not much in the way. All right. Well, let's do some housekeeping here and talk about our social media, all that cool stuff there. So just go to bio.link/Rebel Nerd Radio. That'll take you to this cool site here. Got our social media links here. If there's a social media link that we are not on that you think we should be on, let me know. But I think we got most of it covered. And then we've got our YouTube link for our most recent episode. We've got our Patreon link, which we will talk about in a minute. We've got our merchandise link, which you can click on and buy some cool shirts. And we've got our Discord link, which will take you, of course, to our Discord server, which JD is going to talk about now.
I always get subjugated to the Discord server.
You do.
I always get subjugated to the Discord server. Okay, so for those of you who I'm sure most of you folks in the chat can kind of back me up on this, and you can let other people know about it. We have a Rebel Nerd Radio Discord channel, and we talk about a variety of subjects, from promoting some of your own stuff if you have your own ventures that you're going into with content creation and things like that, or other things. You have a promotion channel. We talk about each other's pets. We post pictures of each other's pets. We talk about TV series that we're watching. We talk about movies that we're watching. Most of the people that you will find in the chat, you will also find in the Discord, and it's a great group of people that just are, and most of the time we all have a wonderful good morning to one another, and it's all a very positive area that is free of politics. It's free of the hate that you might find on the online. It's just a good group of people, and like I said, Steve and myself, mostly Steve, but Steve and myself and the other people try to keep pretty good handle on the people that are coming in, and we every once in a while we get new people, and we keep a pretty good handle on it and make sure that we we make sure that we monitor anything that might be considered toxic or anything like that. So if you want a good decent environment to come into, that people are just there to have a good time, to talk with one another, to share things about their personal lives, or things about Star Wars, or things about anything really of interest to you, from comic books to TV shows, whatever the case may be. The Discord channel is a great place to come in and continue not only the shenanigans that you see here on the show, but also continue some of the discussions and continue a lot of the activities that we have and stuff like that. So, and we're always welcome. We always want to welcome new people, and we always love to have new people come in our Discord and just be a part of the Rebel Nerd Radio family. So please consider joining our Discord and being a part of it. We really would appreciate it. And yeah. So
heck yeah.
Join the
But
Discord.
Yeah, the Discord is devoid of politics. We don't
do politics. We don't do politics. If you don't like something about something you want to discuss, then we do so. We try to do so in a respectful and a how do I want to say it? We try to do it with respect to other people's belief or other people's opinions about something. So if you don't like something but somebody else does, we try to keep. You want to discuss that, then you can. You're more than welcome to. But if it becomes toxic, if it becomes hateful, if it becomes speech that is just basically just people being nasty with one another, we'll either stop the conversation or people will be banned. So you don't have to worry about.
That has happened on the Discord, by the way.
Yeah. You don't. Go ahead.
It was pre-JD, but there was a certain individual that was very toxic, and he was booted. We won't mention any names. But yes,
it is a good environment for good discussion. And not only is that a promotion, that is also a kind of a guideline for if you decide to join our Discord. Please make sure that your discussions are respectful. Please make sure that your discussions are non-toxic. If you don't like something, you're more than welcome to discuss it. Me and Steve will discuss things we don't like. Most of the time, if we don't like it, we just won't mention it. or we'll just touch briefly on it about something we didn't like or why we didn't care about it. But we tried to at least, even me and Steve don't agree on things. We agree on a lot of things, but there's some things we don't agree on. But we're not going to give each other an ounce of, we're going to give each other playful crap about it, but we're not going to give each other toxic crap about it. And we expect the same thing out of our Discord. Please be respectful. Please make sure that you respect other people's opinions. And it's a community of people who are nerds, who are geeks, who are people who just like to have a good time. It's a community of nerds. Yeah, nerds. But okay, ogre. So it's a good time, and you don't have to worry about it being an unsafe place for you to come in and just have a good discussion and have a good chat about topics that you're interested in.
Pretty much the only topics that we don't discuss are politics and religion. That's we just
if you want to talk about that stuff, there's plenty of places to do that. We just don't do it.
There are. And you have DMs too if you want to talk that stuff.
Yeah.
On Discord.
And me and Steve, I'm not on it near as much as Steve is. I try to be on it. I try to be active when I can. I'm just a very busy individual with work and stuff like that, so I try to be on it when I can. But if you have questions, like I'm huge. Obviously, I'm huge in collecting and things like that. I love to collect different things. So if you have questions about collecting, if you have questions in general, if you have a certain topic or something that we said or something you want to discuss on a respectful level, we're more than happy to have a discussion. And it might be a topic that we bring up. You never know. It could be something that maybe there's a possibility you might be a guest on the show, so we can debate the topic. But it's not going to be disrespectful. It's not going to be toxic. It's not going to be hateful. It's going to be a very respectful conversation. And we'll discuss our differences in a way that is fun and is productive. And you can find that on the Discord with a lot of the other people that we chat with on the Discord and the people that you'll find in the chat. So, but yeah, if you want to find toxicity on the internet, if you want to find people and like Star Wars content creators that are toxic, find it somewhere else. You're not going to find it here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Steve says nerds and cat lovers. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, I got the dog. He's passed out over here. He's definitely passed out. Yep, he's in sleep mode.
Oh yeah.
Yep,
yeah,
he's in sleep mode.
I think I may have a cat in my room.
I have for those of you who don't know, I have a black lab named Max. He is almost 9 years old, and he is currently like right beside me, passed out on the floor. He is, right, buddy. he ain't even raising his head to look at me. That's how bad it is right now. Oh, there you go. I got a tail wag. I got one wag of the tail. That was it. That's all I get. Is that it? Is that all I get? One wag of the tail.
That's what you get.
I didn't wear you out. You've been inside in the air conditioning all day long.
I've got an orange cat. If you will notice, if you are a regular here, you'll notice that the love seat is gone. And I've got a recliner sitting in the spot now. But my orange cat Andor, some of you know Andor, has confiscated my recliner. But yeah, so no politics, no religion, no toxicity. I'm pretty sure that one person I mentioned is the only person that's been banned from that server.
All it takes is one.
Yeah, I don't see. That's the thing. It's not toxic there, so it's like we don't have that problem in general. Yeah. It's just that one guy decided to be an ass. But this was several years ago. DJ's not in the chat. Crap. Spencer might remember this individual. Of the people that are in the chat right now, I think Spencer is the only one who would know the person I'm referring to. Although he may not remember that situation.
And that's the other thing too. That's something else that we don't talk about. We don't if there's a group of individuals or a individual out there who is toxic, we are not going to talk about that person, because for this show, there's some shows that will talk about that person or these individuals. And this is something I got asked a while back.
Why give them free press?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. I had somebody ask me about it. They said, "Why don't you address those situations more upfront?" And my belief is that we will address it, as far as I'm concerned, and I'm sure Steve agrees with me on this one. We will address it in the sense that we will continue to do positive content and continue to be a more positive, upbeat show that people can feel more comfortable with, and not have to listen to how much I hate something, how much it's terrible to me, how much it sucked, or how woke it was, or all these other nonsense words that keep coming out, all this kind of stuff. Yeah, and we're not going to address individual people that are considered haters or anything like that, because we don't want to give them free press. Just like Steve said, we're not going to give them free press. We're not going to mention them. We're not going to go on the offense or defense and attack these people. We're just going to continue to do things as we see fit to ensure that you can come here and have a positive show. So we're not going to do that. So to address that person's question, no, we don't go after individuals, simply because some people feel that we should go after those people and attack them on up front and in face, but I don't think that way, and I'm pretty sure Steve agrees with me. Yeah. That giving them free press and giving them a platform on our platform is not the way to do it. We're not gonna do that. We're going to discuss things the way we seem to do it, or the way we think they should be discussed, and try to keep things as positive and even if we don't like it, we're still gonna have fun with it. We're still gonna try to talk about it in a way that doesn't make it hateful for somebody else who may agree with it or who may like it.
All right.
So there you go.
All right. So the last thing we're going to talk about in our little housekeeping section is our Patreon. Go to our Patreon right there. And from there, you get all kinds of exclusive and early access content such as the Batcave and Kryptonian Chronicles and X Talk and a couple other things. Then we got some exclusive content like our we had a Star Wars RPG we were running, but we're on hiatus on that. Well, that campaign is over, but we're on hiatus from Star Wars in general on the RPG. And right now we are running through a Cyberpunk campaign, which I believe we are playing this Thursday.
We're supposed to play this Thursday.
We are scheduled to play this Thursday.
Unless somebody comes up with something that they have to do.
Well, see, last Thursday we were supposed to play, but that was the night Fantastic Four came out, and we had to postpone.
So I mean, we have for those of you who have not got a chance to watch it, and I highly encourage you to go back and watch our old one, to watch the Star Wars campaign that we did, and then watch the Cyberpunk campaign that we did. That's for Patreon. So all of our Patreons, if you haven't got a chance, go check that out.
Joy!
Hey, Joy! But what was I going with that? For like, how long has it been? How long has it been since we've actually done a show with that?
Oh, for the Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
Let's see. The last episode that we did was, I'm looking for it, June 6th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought I was going to say a month and a half, but I really didn't know for sure.
Yeah. June 6th was session 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll get back to that. Anyway, so you go to our Patreon and become part of our team. Become a patron for Rebel Nerd Radio. You get all that cool stuff. You get stickers when I decide to mail them out. There's a whole story behind that. I won't get into it again. Smirking Bear is with us. How's it going, Smirking Bear? Welcome back. what else can I say about the Patreon?
Man, we're getting a lot of people in tonight that we haven't been in for a long
time. Yeah. And then if you are a patron, you also get to hear your name, which we're going to do right now. So, thank you to all our patrons. Dave Brown, who is kind of unofficially part of Kryptonian Chronicles. Kelly and Chris Olson, Justin Hensley, Charlie Kirby, Chantel Gonzalez, Matthew, Steve Spawn, Brennan, Choco Cat, and Brian. A few of you are in the chat now, and we thank you for your support because you help us.
Thanks for helping us pay the StreamYard bill.
Yes, exactly. So tell your friends to become patrons as well. Help us. It's only $2 a month. If I didn't already mention that, I don't think I did, but it's only $2 a month and cheaper than a cup of coffee. And
I'm sure 100% that most of you had paid more for a cup of coffee than you have for the Patreon.
Oh, so. Clearly.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, no.
Guaranteed.
Even the cheap cups of coffee are more expensive than $2.
And the good thing is with the newer Patreons we got, we are actually able to go back to StreamYard, which is so much better. Even though we've had a few technical difficulties like we did tonight, it's still a so much better streaming service than the one we were using before because it sucked.
I won't mention its name, but it was crap.
It was horrible.
I did not like it. It was cheaper, but now we know why.
Yeah. Smirking Bear, I feel your pain. He says 10 to 12-hour work shifts. Yeah, I feel your pain. Trust me.
Yeah. Actually, I've got a couple of things I want to show our viewers. So if you are listening to this on the replay on our audio, this is not going to make any sense to you.
I actually have to give some context to this if it is what I think it is. Is it what I showed you on Meta? The pictures? The AI pictures?
No, it's what I sent to you earlier.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
I've got a couple of pictures. This has to do with our beloved mascot, Nut. But Nut decided to do some cosplay, and there was somebody taking pictures of Nut, and so we would like to show those pictures. There's Nut in his Jedi Knight outfit, little blue lightsaber. Nut looking cool. And then here's Nut in his Stormtrooper outfit.
We need those as stickers too.
Yeah, we do.
We need those as stickers. I mean, that's the good thing about when Steve gets these ideas about his stickers. Hi everybody. These will probably end up being stickers, and they will. You Patreons will probably definitely get a hold of those stickers, and potentially down the road it could even become T-shirts. Who knows?
Could be. Smirking Bear said Coldplay memes. No,
Coldplay memes.
We're not going there. We're not going there. Let's see.
That blew up. That blew up so uncontrollably. It's not even funny. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it did. It was kind of.
That was rough.
Yeah,
that was rough.
Yeah.
Storm Nutter. Joy says Storm Nutter. Matthew says hashtag
Storm Nutter.
Does Nut have a Coldplay meme?
Does Nut have a Coldplay meme? No.
If we did the Jedi and the Stormtrooper together, I mean, I think we could work something out.
That'd be pretty funny. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
All right. Well, that brings us to everybody's favorite segment of the show. Showing your thingies. All right, JD, whip it out.
Do you have anything?
No, not really.
So Steve does not have a taste your thingy tonight.
No, I don't. I didn't go buy anything.
He didn't go buy anything.
Blue is asking, why are we talking about Coldplay? There was there's this thing that went viral where a CEO of some major company was at a Coldplay concert with his mistress, and yeah, and they showed up on the Kiss Cam, and it became this big deal. That's wrong, Joy. Not had nothing to do with Basil.
That messed up and had consensual work relationship with Tesla.
No.
But that would be a great sticker.
That'd be horrible.
I mean, if we had
no
Basil and
Blue,
Nut,
I did not suddenly become a Coldplay fan. I'm for everybody out there, I'm not a fan of Coldplay. So, not saying that they are horrible musicians, just not at all my thing. Like not even a little bit. So no, I didn't buy anything to eat. So we're not doing that this week. And I didn't really I don't collect the way JD does because I'm broke. A friend of mine, however, well, I say a friend of mine, friend from social media, so I guess you kind of say he's a friend, sent me a vinyl record, which was the purpose of what he sent me. But he did send in some bonus stuff that I did not know he was sending. So this has nothing to do with Star Wars. But I got this little miniature Carlton Fisk baseball card, White Sox. So really small. He also sent me these 5 Chicago Chicago Blackhawks hockey cards. He sent me those.
I think that would be an interesting mashup, Steve, if we did baseball and hockey and tried to find some way to mash it up.
Yeah, I don't know about that. And then he sent me this 1990 series NHL, and I don't know if I'm going to open it or not. I may just leave it like that. But yeah, so that came in the box, and I mean, I'd show you the record, but you wouldn't know who.
Oh, I might.
It's a band called Crypt Shrine.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Not many people know. Not many people know who they are.
Okay.
And then Blue, I don't think we're ever. I don't see that ever happening. I'm not interested. I'm not interested enough in that show to talk about it at all.
No, I didn't. I watched like I think the first season of the show. But the original movie, I loved the original movie. I love Stargate, the original movie. And I heard a rumor somewhere that they might be bringing back the original cast to kick off another movie. But I don't know if that's true. That could be just a rumor. I mean, with all the AI going on these days, it's really hard to decipher what is legitimate information and what isn't. So, I mean, it's really kind of difficult. But I do love the original movie. So that's
Yeah, the movie was fine. Still not really interested enough to talk about even the movie. Yeah, Joy says I've seen the movie and enjoyed it a lot.
Yes. Yep, I enjoyed the movie. It was cool. It was kind of a neat take on like Egyptian mythology and things like that. It was really kind of a cool. I thought it was neat to see because I've always liked Egyptian like history and mythologies and things like that. Mm-hmm. So the fact that they took it to where they did with the show, I thought it was really cool. It was really good, and it was a well-written story. So, yeah, I liked the movie. Now the TV show, I was not able to get into.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Speaking of good sci-fi TV shows. The new season of Strange New Worlds started very recently. I think they're up to episode 3 of Strange New Worlds. I have not watched any of them, but I'm going to.
Matthew says he's waiting on Alien Earth. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that too. I'm looking forward to that. There's another Star Trek TV show coming out.
Oh, did you see the preview for it? It's Starfleet Academy.
Yeah. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, it's called Starfleet
Academy. That one is scheduled to release early 2026.
Nice.
Nice.
I actually, you always talk about like movies and shows that you watch. I actually finally a few months back I got to finish Picard.
Oh, did you? What did you think of that?
Yes, that was cool. That was freaking cool. That was awesome. And the fact that they brought back the D and Beverly or Dr. Crusher just
7 of 9.
And 7 of 9, yeah. And they brought back the whole new crew. They brought back the whole old crew, and they went back and did their thing. And then Worf is actually kind of a balance between, I love his whole monologue about being, both fire and ice and all that kind of stuff. I love that. That was great. It was great. It was a great show.
Joy says that she loved the second episode of Stray. The second episode or the second season? I don't know. I was going to say something. Brennan is a Star Trek fan, so it'd be cool if we could get together, do another Patreon exclusive thing and talk about Picard. I'd rewatch it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. I'll be honest with you. Matthew's asking the question. And he's like, he said, feels like the movie fanboys in here. Are you Trekkies or Trekkers? Honestly, I'm not a Trekkie. I know that for sure. I love the movies. I've watched a lot of the TV shows. I've watched Deep Space Nine. I watched the Next Generation. I watched Voyager. I just finished Picard. I have not watched some of the new ones like Discovery. And what is it? Strange New Worlds. And there was another one that was like part of the Special Forces. What was it? Section
31.
Section 31. I did not get a chance to watch it.
That was a movie, and it came out in January of this year. I liked it. It was kind of an offshoot of the show Discovery.
Okay.
So I have watched some of Discovery, not all of it. I've watched all of Picard. Up until the new season began, I've watched all of Strange New Worlds. I did not watch all of the animated series, although I've heard it's really good. I've watched some of it, and I liked it.
What is it, Below Decks?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Below Decks.
Not Strange New Worlds. Next Generation I've watched. I've watched some of Deep Space Nine, and I've watched some of Voyager, but not all of it. But yeah, I like both Star Wars and Star Trek, but I am a bigger Star Wars fan.
100%.
Trek fan.
100%.
But yeah,
I actually used to own, because one of the, and people use Star Trek people, if you're Star Trek people in here, don't hate on me, but one of my favorite ships from the Star Trek series is the Enterprise E. The Enterprise E is by far my favorite Enterprise. And
is Brendan still in the chat? Brendan, are you still there? Because you should be jumping in on this conversation.
Yeah, no kidding. I used to own a model of the E, fully painted, fully everything, even had lights in it. It was pretty freaking cool. A guy put it together. I bought the model and I started putting it together, and he offered to paint it for me because he loved Star Trek so much that he offered to paint it and put lights in it for me. And he put lights in the dish and the nacelles for me. And I had that until I moved one time and somebody dropped it and it got smashed and it was beyond repair, which is freaking unfortunate. But yeah, I used to own one of the ships. So, but yeah, I'm like you, Steve. I'm more of a Star Wars fan than I am Star Trek, but I still watch Star Trek. I've watched I would say the majority of the medium from Star Trek.
Yeah,
enjoy it very much.
I gotta say, I really liked Picard, and I do really like Strange New Worlds. There it is. There's the E.
Yes, love the E. That is my favorite.
That's pretty sweet.
Love the E.
Yeah. Let's see what. So the speaking of TV shows, the second season of Fallout is coming out in December.
Nice. Well, speaking of TV shows, we're finally getting season 5 of Stranger Things.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've only watched the first season.
And before we get too far into the shenanigans and the
we're already there. If you people think that we're squirreling right now, this whole show is going to be squirreling.
We're scrolling hard. I still got to show my thingy.
You still got to show your thingy.
I got to show my thingy.
Yeah, that's all I had for my thingy.
Yep, Smirking Bear, I agree. Absolutely love the E. The E is my favorite, 100%.
Yeah, let's show it your thingy.
Okay, so I kind of previewed this last week. I kind of gave people a little bit of a tease on what I had purchased. And I had saved my pennies for this, and it actually went on sale, which I was very happy with. I've owned one of these all my life, but I've never owned one of any kind of, what do I want to say? I've never owned one of any kind of extended ability to see the way that I wanted to see them. And so I've always been disappointed. I've owned different ones of these, and like I said, I've always tried to upgrade every time, but I've never actually got a chance to own one that actually will do things to the extent that I wanted to do them. And what that is I've always owned a telescope. And I have one of my favorite brands for telescopes is Celestron. Love Celestron telescopes. They are great telescopes, well put together, very easy to use, very user friendly. And I know I said basically the same thing twice, but just different ways. But the one that I had before was I had a Astromaster 130 EQ, which did very well, but it was a self-adjusting telescope that you had to move the dials and do different things in order to point it at something that you wanted to see. It was kind of annoying, and I know that's the way things were for the longest time with telescopes. You just had to basically inch your way across the sky until you found something you were interested in. And I really did find a lot of cool things through that telescope. I could see the Saturn's rings. I could see the Orion's Nebula. I could see a lot of details on the moon. I could see Jupiter, but I couldn't see it in a lot of heavy detail.
Could you see Uranus?
No, I could not see Uranus. If I did, even if I pointed at it, it basically would have showed up as like a blue dot. And that's about it.
Well, that's weird. Why would it be blue?
It's because you got something you need to have checked out. So
Brendan says he likes Star Wars and Star Trek, and he does a podcast on both.
Oh, very nice. Very cool. Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, Brendan, we should talk. Yeah, exactly, Boo. He says Uranus is blue.
Oh.
Yeah.
So there's some issues there.
You should get that checked out.
You should get that checked out. So I've been looking at them for a while. I've been trying to decide on which one I wanted, and I couldn't settle on one. And thankfully, they went on sale. Thank goodness for me, because the one that I really wanted was rather pricey. But since it went on sale, and I went through a local shop here in Wichita that actually deals in science and discovery stuff, and they do like toys and science things, and they basically do stuff for kids. Blue. Yeah, and they do educational stuff. And
I assume. I don't know.
And they do science and education stuff for like schools and stuff like that, but they also host like events, and they do astronomy stuff and things like that. So I actually bought this telescope through the local shop, which I was able to acquire through them, which they also offer services if I have any problems, if it gets damaged or anything like that. So I know I'm kind of stalling a little bit, but I kind of wanted to explain. Yes, I want to tell you my thingy. On with it. So yeah, so in the interest of Star Wars and Star Trek, being able to look at the stars and being able to look at objects in the sky and things like that, so I was able to. And keep in mind, everybody, I literally bought this like a week and a half ago, and it just arrived today. So I am just now pulling this out of the box. I have not had a chance.
He's just now pulling it out, folks.
I'm just now pulling it out. I have not had a chance to assemble it. It has a computerized automatic base in it. I bought a Wi-Fi unit so I could connect it to my phone, so that way I could touch on an object and it would pan right to the object. I don't have to go through the thing of scrolling and all kinds of nonsense and all that kind of stuff.
That is a technically advanced thingy.
That is a very technically advanced thing. And so what I purchased out of the bag here. Ooh, I don't need that. Don't need it. I purchased the Celestron Nextar 8SE telescope.
Alrighty.
Yeah. It's an 8-inch aperture. And this is basically the body. This is the main body of the telescope. So, I mean, this is why I'm showing it to you. But this is probably one of their most popular lines of telescopes. And you can tell I just bought it because it still has this stuff on it. And so there it is right there. But yeah, you can tell how big it is. This thing is awesome. These things are probably one of their most popular brands, and this particular one is the most purchased out of all the ones they have. And this telescope, they said, is actually good for everything from beginners to professional sky viewers and photographers and stuff like that. I am excited because there's all kinds of attachments that are available for this thing that I can use to like take photographs. I can hook my phone up to it. I can take a bunch of pictures with my iPhone, and I can put those telescopes, I can put those images together and do all things like nebulas and all kinds of stuff like that. Or I even have an attachment that you can put on that it will actually link up to a computer where you can take all kinds of images and photographs and be able to do all kinds of deep space photography and stuff like that.
Steve says that you are just direct depositing to stores now.
Sometimes it feels like it, I tell you that. But I pulled this out because I kind of wanted to show you guys what it's going to look like when it's done. But like I said, this actually has a auto servo on it that will once I get it figured out, once I get it attuned to where I'm at, and the store that I bought it from, they already checked the telescope to ensure that it was that it was working correctly, that the mirror wasn't damaged in transport, and they also made sure that they programmed the mount so that way they have it set for Wichita, which is the closest town that I live near. Yeah. But for those of you who know,
Blue says, "Why does JD have a Mega Man blaster?"
Yeah, it doesn't fit on my arm though, buddy. Yeah. But he's already got it programmed for here in the Wichita area. And for those of you, like I said, for those of you who don't know, I live outside of a major city east of Wichita, and we don't have very much light pollution here. We really actually kind of have very low light pollution where I live. So this thing will actually work. This thing will actually work pretty great. And I'm excited because they also have attachments on here. Like I've already got attachments that I purchased, and I'll show you guys kind of what I got to. I got a Barlow adapter, and I'll pull it out here.
Pull it out.
I'm gonna pull it out. I also have a Barlow adapter. I already have a certain style of. I have two eyepieces that came with the unit that does basic viewing, but I also bought a 2x adapter for it, so that will magnify it times 2. And then I also have one that's it's a little bit smaller, so it will focus objects a little better. But this one I also bought one of these as a 32 millimeter Omni adapter as well that will do different types. So each one of them basically does different types of focusing for the mount. But this is what it'll look like. Like I said, I haven't even assembled it yet, but this is what it will look like. Everything everything mounts up to, and this one here is the one that I purchased. Everything mounts up to a servo that once I get the Wi-Fi adapter put in, I can actually, like I have an app that I can go to for Celestron. And once it's programmed, I can hit a button and go exactly to what I want to see. And the telescope will actually track right to that. And then it will hold that in the eyepiece of the telescope. And it does everything automatically, which is freaking awesome. I love that because then I can look at objects. But if I want to pan around the sky and I want to try to find other objects that maybe it doesn't list, then I can do that with the remote on the actual mount that it has, because it has, if you look real close right there, you can kind of see it. It has an auto server where you can take control of the telescope and you can move it. You can move it in different ways, and you can move it to do all kinds of deep sky searches. But this thing, I mean, there's over 400,000 objects that this thing will see in the night sky. And if I can get it to work correctly and I get everything going good, what I want to do is I actually do want to buy a iPhone mount for it so I can attach my phone to it. And then I can take pictures. I can throw them on my iPad, and then I can use my iPad to bring those pictures together and composite them. So that way, maybe I can kind of show you guys some of the stuff that I've been kind of taking pictures of and looking at night. So I'm very excited. I'm really excited to use this, because having to do everything through hand adjustments is annoying. It's real hard to do. For any of those of you who have messed with telescopes, it's really hard to do. This unit here will allow me to autofocus into things, and it will be such easier to do, and I will be able to see things in such an easier way. I'll be able to, like I said, I'll be able to look at a lot more objects. I'll be able to look at a lot more things through something like this. And it will do deep skies to galaxies. It will do nebulas. It will do, it will do all kinds of stuff. It does a lot of really cool stuff. And the amount of things that you can do as far as like with photography and things like that, which is something I don't normally do, but if I can find things of interest and I can find things that I really like about it, I may start to try to get into that just on a kind of a when I have time kind of level. So yeah. So there you go.
Very cool.
Yeah. And I'll get it all assembled and everything. There might be a part 2 to this. I'll get it all put together and I'll get it all assembled and see if I can't use it sometime this weekend, because it's supposed to be cooler this weekend. And if I get a chance to do that and I get a chance to look at things, I'll even if I get a chance to take pictures with some stuff, I'll send them to Steve, and Steve can post them on the stream, and you guys can kind of see what I've been looking at. So yeah.
Cool.
Pretty excited. Man. So now I got to put it back. Now I got to put it back in the box.
Yeah, put it back in your box. Yeah.
I got to put it back in the box. I got to put my thingy away, people. But yeah, it's I mean, obviously, it's one of those things that if you've ever had a chance to look at one of these, how fascinating it is to actually look at, the stars for yourself and things like that. It's a lot of fun to use these pieces of equipment, and I'm really excited because, like I said, this is a really good one that goes from not only goes from people who could be amateur users, but it also goes to people who are advanced users who want to see things on a deep sky level or something like that. And it's yeah.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah, you missed my thingy, Tina. Sorry.
You missed his thingy.
You missed my thingy. I bought a very nice brand new telescope. So yeah, there may be deep sky photos in the future, or I may discover the comet or asteroid that's coming towards Earth. Who knows?
So speaking of blue butts, somebody in the chat was talking about blue butts.
Oh God!
Did you see the trailer for? They're putting out yet another Avatar movie.
I did not see the trailer for that.
Yeah, I saw it. Oh, yeah, that must have been for the Fantastic Four movie. But yeah, they are putting out yet another fucking Avatar movie.
Oh,
Fire and Ash is the name of it.
Oh yeah. I knew they were coming out, but I didn't know that I didn't know that they had already come out with the trailer for it. Is it like a teaser?
No, it's a pretty long trailer.
Okay.
Smurfs movie's already out, Matthew.
Yeah, it's already out.
Yeah, I will not be going to see the Avatar movie.
I'll be honest with you. I did like the first one, and I have not watched this. I have not watched the second one yet, The Way of Water. I have not watched it yet. I actually should probably sit down and watch it.
Nah, there's no point. Don't waste your time, man. There's better things to watch.
Wow.
Speaking of trailers, we are entering the actual shenanigans part of our show.
Yeah, we're only an hour in, but we're doing good.
And we're gonna do this whole thing has been shenanigans. We've got a little teaser for an upcoming topic that we wanted to talk about. A topic for a show that we're gonna do. We're not gonna talk a whole lot about it tonight because we're gonna leave that for the episode when we get to it. But this was a topic that was suggested in our Discord.
Once again by Miss.
Oh, it was done by Joy because we did last week's. Yeah, she comes up with some good topics. We are going to do a future episode on non-sentient beings in the Star Wars galaxy. So things like dewbacks, lothcats, the Zillo Beast, wampas, stuff like that.
Yep, basically Fantastic Beasts for Star Wars.
Yes. So we're gonna do an episode on that. I can't tell you when we're gonna do it. Can't say is that going to be before our Ships of Star Wars series or after. I don't know.
It depends on how long it takes us to get ready for Ships of Star Wars. Because we have, what is it? We have like 3 parts. It's Empire, Rebel, and then all the others.
We've got Empire ships. Then we've got TIE fighters by itself. Then we have Rebel ships.
Yep.
And then we have the Scum and Villainy ships.
So it would be a 4.
So it's a 4-part episode. And 4 parts. Yeah.
4 parts.
So it's going to be, and we're talking starships, not just vehicles in general. But yeah, so we're going to do that. Not quite ready because it's going to be that's going to be what's the word I'm looking for? We're going to be deep into that. So it's going to be, so Smirky Bear says we are going to open a Star Wars Fantastic Beasts zoo. Will it also be no, it won't be.
Man, I wish. Man, have you ever seen that suitcase, Steve?
I've seen that movie.
Oh, dude, that suitcase is awesome.
Yeah, I saw that movie. In fact, I've seen. What are there 3? I think I've seen all. I'm pretty sure I've seen all 3.
No, wait a minute. There's let's see. There's Fantastic Beasts. Dang it. God dang it. You
hold on. Let me.
I know you put me on the spot, dude.
That's all right. Let me pull it up.
I think there's 3. Yes, I think
there's 3. There's Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. There's The Crimes of Grindelwald. And then The Secrets of Dumbledore.
Yep.
And I've actually seen the second and third one in theaters. Yeah. But
for those of you who don't know, there's another one of my movie trilogies movie sagas that I actually love is Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter.
Tina's like talking about other topics that we talked about in the Discord, topic suggestions that I shot down. Yeah, Tina says, I don't think Boba getting finger blasted is a family friend. This is, I mean, to be fair, Tina, this is not a family friendly show anyway. But no, we're not going to.
Eventually, we might have to get it family friendly because, I mean,
Nah.
We could completely cover the StreamYard bill if we could actually get monetized. But right now, we're not monetized.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, we could completely cover the StreamYard bill.
I just, man, doing this like without cursing, that would be hard. We'd have to get rid of the showing our thingies segment.
Why would we have to get rid of why would we have to get rid of the showing our thingies?
Come on, man, show your thingies. What that's packed with innuendo.
Okay. We might have to call it something else.
You think? Yeah.
Maybe. We might have to call it something else.
So here's the thing. You can't get monetized until you've got like 500 subscribers.
500 subscribers.
I think there's other criteria, but that's the big one. Yeah. And right now we're only at 301. So
well, you have to have 500 subscribers and you have to actually be family friendly.
Man, that's going to be rough. I don't know how that's going to work.
We can play a game. When we get to 500 subscribers, we can play a game called Will This Episode Be Monetized?
Man, I don't know.
See, the good thing, Steve, is that we're not responsible for the chat. So if the chat is vulgar, we don't have to worry about it. That's not our fault. We just have to be like family friendly.
Anyway, so we're going to do a non-sentient beings in the Star Wars Galaxy episode. Oh, we got.
Oh, hi, sweetheart.
She can't hear you. I got my headphones on.
Oh.
Bye, Elliot. That is my granddaughter, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of that was a family-friendly moment. But
there you go.
That's the best I got, folks. I can't go any further than that. I am not a family-friendly person. So, anyway, yeah, we're going to do nonsense. Squirrel it on my squirrel. We're going to do what Joy says. We'll have to swear for you. Geez, yeah. I'm from Michigan. We never swear. That's a fucking lie. Hey, Gap is in. How's it going, man?
Smirking Bear says family friendly is overrated. Rated R for rebels.
Yeah, true. I just don't say it. So yeah, non-sentient beings. It's coming. We're going to do our Starship episodes. Let's look at. I want to look at something here. I'm going to look at. I want to look at our schedule.
Actually, that's a good suggestion, Joy, because I do have that Beastery book that I have in the other room that I got from Amazon, and I have not had a chance to read through it. So doing a non-sentient being episode will actually be kind of fun because I'll be able to look through that book and use it for a lot of references. That will actually be that will actually be a good one. Okay,
so the 5th is our next episode. And that is let's see. We'll actually be leaving the evening of the 7th.
Right. So that's 2 days before we leave for Rebel Scum Con.
Yeah. So we might. I think next week we should take off. And then the next week is the 12th. And we can do our Rebel Scum Con recap.
We do, in our defense, we do have to get ready for Rebel Scum Con.
Yeah.
And just for you folks in the chat, I'm not saying that we will be able to, but I'm saying that you may stay tuned during that weekend because I'm not saying there won't be a live stream from Rebel Scum Con where we can kind of holler at everybody, say hi, and kind of get maybe some of our Patreons that we know everybody's going to be, that we know is going to be at Rebel Scum Con.
That would take some getting used to, but I think that might work, Joy.
Oh, squirrel.
Squirrel and mother squirreler.
You mother squirrel and mother squirrel.
So, he wants to know, what do you do to get ready for just.
Well, I've said this before. The good news is that I'm not, or not, well, not good news. I really actually would like to wear my outfit. I would like to wear my cosplay to Rebel Scum Con. I really would. But unfortunately, it is going to be way too hot. So basically, it's just going to be packing the truck with, basically packing the truck with everything that we need and heading down. And I'm coming from Kansas. I have to stop in Norman, Oklahoma to pick up Steve. And then Steve is staying in the same hotel that I am with my girlfriend. And so
I'm not staying in the same room. I'm just.
No, let's be clear. We're not staying in the same rooms. He's staying in the same. That's why he said hotel. He's staying in the same hotel.
I just wanted to make sure that was clear.
But I have to pick up Steve. We're going. And we have tickets to the Bunta Eve celebration Friday night, which is going to be awesome, which is the first night of the con. Since I'm not doing cosplay, I don't have to worry about dressing up or anything like that. My girlfriend is not doing hers either, because we would both roast. I mean, honestly, it's Texas.
What?
It's
my one of my cats is staring at me. He's got.
Oh, finally!
Come here! You want to get on the show? Come on! Yeah, everybody knows you. Everybody knows you.
Hi, buddy.
This is Earl, everybody. If you don't know, I mean, come on, man.
What are you doing with your life?
Really? You should know Earl. He shows up in Discord a lot. If we were sharing a hotel room, who would be the big spoon? I'm not going there. There ain't gonna be.
I'd be the big spoon. No. Earl. It says JD can dress up in Bro Luke from Rebuild the Galaxy movie. I know. If you haven't noticed, people, I'm wearing my Chicago 2019 Hawaiian, my Chicago 2019 Star Wars Celebration Hawaiian shirt, specifically for the Shenanigans episode.
Earl wants to be part of the festivities.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, he is crawling all over me. No, I've got another suggestion. The conversation Joy and Gap joined in on the fun too. In place of swearing, this is a Star Wars podcast, so we could just say True. Dank Ferrick.
You dank ferret people.
Dank Ferrick.
Dank ferrets. What's the other one? There's another one they use too, and I can't think of what it is.
Dang
it.
Let me think.
Or we could do for all you friends.
Bantha Poodoo.
There we go. Bantha Poodoo. Or for all you, if any of you are Friends fans out there.
You're gonna have. I don't watch that show, so you're gonna
if they can't swear on the show. So when Ross and his sister talk to each other and they want to swear, they can't swear, so they go like this.
Well, there's also. Have you ever seen the TV show The Good Place?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they can't. They are all dead, and they think they're in heaven. But somehow they've like done something to their souls that they cannot curse. So when they want to curse, it sounds like Mother Forker.
Mother Forker. Everything's a fork.
Yeah, but yeah. Blue knows what I'm talking about. We could do Good Place swearing. I don't know if that would help with the whole family friendly thing. Where did all these cats come from? Why are there so many cats in my room? Andor's still sleeping on the recliner. But
so you have at least 3 of them in there.
I've got 3. I got Andor, and I've got all the boys. I've got Andor, and I got Earl, and Max is over there looking at me like, what the hell?
We got so far. We've got what the frack, what the fork, Bantha Poodoo, Dang Ferrick.
Come here, Max.
We have
Max.
We have hand gestures.
Max, come here. Max, come here. Come here. Max is an asshole.
See, you can't say that.
He is a
James Barrick, Max. You can't. He is like that.
What do they say on Good Place for Asshole? Come here, you. Oh, good God. Okay, here's my chunky boy.
He's like, why did you pick me up?
Yeah.
What are you doing to me? I was perfectly fine walking around. What the hell?
Hey, buddy. You need a bath, dude. Oh, Blue's leaving. He's got to go buy groceries.
See you, Blue.
Later, man.
See you, Blue.
Okay. Hold that thought. I'm gonna see if I can get the cats out of here because. I don't think they actually want to be in here. Hang on.
You people have to deal with me for a moment. You people have to talk to me for a minute.
Let me use yourself.
You have to chat. You have to chat with me and me alone. You're stuck with me, and I have no idea what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the fact that Steve can't get his cats out of his room. We're going to talk about the fact that
Earl found a box to sit in.
We've literally had a conversation in the chat about finding alternate ways to cuss at one another. Me and Steve are discussing how hopeful and how nice it would be to actually get monetized. So we have to worry about these things, which would be fantastic.
Brian is saying enough of the criffing cats. Why? No, cats.
Criffing cats. See, criffing, there's another one. Criffing, forking.
See, you obviously don't spend enough time in our Discord because it's all about the cats.
For Steve, it's all about the cats.
No, Dina gets on there and talks about cats too.
Don't we have some? What were we talking about? We were talking about a future subject. We were talking about we're actually going to do an episode here before Squirrel. Once we get back from Rebel Scum Con, we're actually going to get to a.
Oh yeah, we're talking about our schedule. Okay, so we're not going to do the show next week, and then we're going to do Rebel Scum Con recap, and then the week after that. Why don't we do our bestiary?
Yeah, I like it.
So we'll just call it Star Wars Bestiary for now.
Yep. Hopefully. I mean, yeah. I don't know. So you do want to skip next week?
Yeah, let's skip it.
Okay.
Let's skip
it. We will have.
See, here's the thing. We either. When do we get back from Rebel Scum Con?
Man.
Isn't it over on Sunday?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll be back like around the 11th. So
I can't remember if we're checking out. Yes. We're actually checking. So I have us checking out at the True by Hilton on Monday. So we will actually be back from that on Monday.
We probably could have checked out on Sunday if it's over on Sunday.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be checked. I think when it actually ends is going to be late.
Oh, okay.
So I think we had planned on just sticking around.
I haven't seen an agenda or anything like that.
Yeah, I haven't really either. And I'm not. I'll be honest with you. My expectations are that it's just going to be. I don't know. My expectations is I have nothing. I'm not expecting anything because I'm thinking that since this is not a celebration and this is a completely fan-run event, that I don't know how everything is going to go. So I'm just going to kind of go with the flow. So I'll be kind of a newbie on that front.
Yeah,
I think it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
I don't know much about this.
Yeah, my buddy who lives down in Dallas was telling me that last year they invested 196. What was it, like 196 or $200,000 in the Scum Con itself, and because of the popularity, because of the demand for more, because of how popular it was, they went ahead and invested, I think, over $800,000 this time.
Wow.
So it's going to be bigger. It's going to be more vendors.
They're going to have some big names, but that there's got to be more to it than that, because I'm not even going to be able to afford to do any of that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be a lot of vendors. There'll probably be a lot of cosplay, a lot of people hanging out and having a good time.
Yeah.
So
what if
all
there's
the
going to
people,
be podcast panels?
That would be cool. Even if there's not, like I said, there's going to be a lot of people that we're going to know from like different podcasts and different things. So we'll be able to actually interact with those people and have a good time with them.
That does remind me, though. Before we go, don't let me forget to bring my laptop.
Okay. I'll bring my iPad.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll have your laptop though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I remember it. Yeah.
I'll remind you.
All right. Speaking of speaking of conventions, there's a convention going on right now.
Well, it just ended.
It just ended? Okay. San Diego Comic-Con.
Yes.
And they did talk some Star Wars stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So JD, take it away. What did they did you see anything interesting that talk
I'll
about?
actually answer this question real quick. Brian asked where is the convention in Texas? It's actually in Frisco, Texas. It's Rebel Scum Con. If you go on their website, you can actually buy tickets. And me and Steve will not only be there starting Friday through Sunday, we will actually be at the Bunta Eve celebration the night of Friday to hang out, and they're doing karaoke and they're doing dances and they're doing stuff.
So yeah,
as part of the celebration.
So come to Bunta Eve, and you'll get to hear me sing karaoke.
Yeah,
karaoke. Where is Frisco? It's just outside of Dallas.
It's north. It's actually north. I think it's just north on the northeast side of Dallas. It's like right near like 135 highway, so it's really close to. But it is on the north side of Dallas.
I mean, it's essentially Dallas. It's not that far. Bear, no, we have not started the celebration donation jar yet. We should, so that I can go. But yeah, so we'll be sometime during the weekend. We are going to be. We didn't pick a day, but we need to go to Williams Chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to go to that huge comic book shop in.
We have a huge comic book shop. We have a store that is exclusively Star Wars stuff.
Yes, we need to go to that.
I'm 100%. I'll be honest with you, Steve. I'm 100% fearful that with not only the con and the Bunta Eve thing, there's a very good chance that we will run into doing more. We will have more stuff scheduled to do than we will actually have time for.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
I'm almost a little worried.
See, that's why I think I wish they would put out an agenda, like what is going on each day, so that we can say, well, I can skip this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because like if there isn't a whole lot going on that day, and like we hit it up the first day, because it's not going to be like Celebration where they're going to have exclusives. It's not going to be like Celebration where you have a bunch of I see a cattail. It's not going to be there's not going to be exclusives. There's not going to be collectibles that are going to be there that I'm aware of. I haven't heard anything. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of vendors that will be selling stuff, and you'll be able to do a lot of swap meet kind of stuff. And there'll be shows, there'll be things that they'll be talking about. They'll probably have something going on. But honestly, like I said, I don't know what to expect. But the cool thing about it is that we'll be able to walk around, check out the swap meet stuff, check out the vendors, and then actually check out like some of the activities and just kind of intermingle with the people that are there, which will be a lot of fun.
You were very needy today.
And for those of you in the chat and in the Discord who are showing up to Rebel Scum Con, please let us know.
Please leave us alone. No, I'm kidding.
No. Please let us know. Please let us know.
Earl, we can see Uranus without a telescope.
Yeah. Please let us know if you're planning on going, if you're going to be there, what day you're going to be there, and we'll try to coordinate a meetup between all of us in person. And who knows, you may wind up being part of a live stream, a quick live stream from it, or something to that effect. So,
but yeah, that big comic book shop is in Plano. It is huge. It's not just comics. It's like comics. And he was Bear. He was Earl does that a lot. He will often like jump up on my lap, and like if I'm sitting on the couch or something, he will jump up on my lap and thank you, and he will fart and then walk away.
Dude. That's your just in case you people didn't know, that is your taste or smell your thingy for the evening.
Dude, you're knocking shit off my desk. What the hell? But anyway, yeah, this place in Plano is comics and games like role playing games and board games and card games. And toys. So there's a lot of. I seem to remember a very large Star Wars action figure section.
Just wait till you go to this. Wait till you go to the stores that are exclusively Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah, I got a buddy that knows exactly how to get there, and the odds are that we probably will travel with him to go to there. So it's for those of you who may not know, you probably do. I know Brian, Matthew, and a few others. You may know who he is. Mr. Gary Moore, who has been on quite a few other podcasts that we kind of all linger in the same spaces. He'll be down in Dallas. He'll be joining us, and we will probably be hanging out with him and doing some stuff with him while we are in Dallas. So he knows all the good spots to hit because he loves to go after all the collectibles and everything that comes out and all the new cover from comic books and things like that. He's one of the fellow nerd herd that we hang out with and stuff like that. And he's a good dude. So, and I've hung out with him. Nerd herd. I've hung out with him in like the last 3 or 4 Star Wars celebrations that have come out. And so, yeah, we will definitely be spending time with Mr. Gary Moore. And like I said, hopefully a lot of you guys in the chat and stuff like that will be able to join us and hang out with us.
Dude, we're going to be crazy busy in Dallas.
Yes, we will be insanely busy in Dallas, I think.
I don't know, Brian. That might be a JD question.
Yes, it is. Yep, 100%.
Well, Bear, you can herd nerds better than you can herd cats.
Yeah. I've tried to herd nerds. I've tried to herd I've tried to herd cattle. I've tried to herd cats.
I just looked at our time.
Yeah.
We're already at like an hour and a half, and we're just kind of barely scratching our main topic. Did you talk about anything to do with San Diego Comic-Con yet?
Yeah, no, not really. So if you folks didn't get a chance to catch it, San Diego Comic-Con was last weekend. It's probably one of the biggest, like, overall nerd cons that they have out there. And I say nerd con because it deals with everything. And just to kind of give you guys a little something that it's not Star Wars related, but if you get a chance, you all need to check out some of the live streams and some of the cosplays, because there was literally a dude there that had like a 12 or 14 foot version of Galactus as his cosplay. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it. It is freaking amazing.
Oh, no, wait a minute. I did see that.
No, it's freaking amazing. It was crazy. But so one of the big main events was, like I said, San Diego Comic-Con came up this last weekend. And they did have one of the cool things they had a panel where Mr. George Lucas actually showed up for the first time ever to a San Diego Comic-Con, which is
never been to a San Diego Comic-Con, which is so weird.
Never been to a San Diego Comic-Con, and which I didn't know he had never been to one, but he had actually never been to one. And so he showed up to a San Diego Comic-Con, which was crazy. That's so awesome. I haven't got a chance to watch his actual interview or what he talked about, but just because I really honestly have not had time to watch it. It's not because I don't want to see what he had to say, but I actually had to go back, and Lucasfilm Publishing actually had some things they talked about. There was a Hasbro Pulse panel that they talked about, some of the new Black Series vintage characters that were all coming out and all that kind of stuff. And so kind of some of the things I wanted to touch on real quick was, like I said, number one, George Lucas decided to show up, which was phenomenal. That was fantastic. It was a great thing. And then one of the things I kind of want to talk about for those of you who are interested in actually the High Republic, The final book in the phase 3 of the High Republic was announced. It's going to be coming out. Let's see, released later this month, July 30th will be the last book in the series for the High Republic. So if you have not had a chance to read the High Republic books, I definitely recommend start from the beginning, work your way up. They're actually a great series. A lot of them were, and this last book is actually going to be written by Kevin Scott, and he's written quite a few books that have to do with the High Republic. I've read quite a few. I think I've read everything in phase 1 and part of phase 2. I have not got a chance to sit down and read the rest of the phases of the main books yet. So I highly recommend it. If you have not had a chance and you enjoy book reading, please give the High Republic a chance. It actually will be, it'll actually, I think you'll enjoy it. I think it'll be a really good read. For those of you like myself who are actually Acolyte fans,
hold that thought.
One of the, okay.
Gap has a question. Okay. I don't know about JD. There are a couple that I would like to get autographs from, but I don't have the money for it. So I will not be doing it unless somehow like somebody else pays for it. So unless somebody wants to donate for me to get autographs from somebody.
I'm actually going to take a look at the final list of celebrities that are going to be there. And yes, there's a good possibility that I may be doing some autographs and some pictures.
Yeah. So
normally number one.
The two that I want are, I mean, they're pretty expensive. Like Sam Witwer is $85, and Katie Sackhoff is $125. Mm-hmm. Those are really the only two that I'd like to do, but I don't have that kind of money.
Yeah. Sam Witwer would be pretty cool. I might consider. I know Sam Witwer, Katie Sackhoff was going to be there, and I know there's quite a few other people that I'm thinking about.
Cyril's going to be there. From Andor.
Nice.
Tells her name. Her name is Emily Swallow, but what she's the armor from the Mandalorian.
Oh yeah,
is going to be there. Nice. Dennis Lawson, Wedge is going to be there.
Nice.
I'm trying to find. There's actually quite a few that are coming. But really, I mean, the big one that I would like, the big two that I would like to get photo ops with, because I don't think they're doing just autographs. I don't see anything that says just autographs. I just see photo ops.
So a lot of times in these smaller ones, I think what they do is they do like a photo op and like an autograph at the same time at the table, so you can pay for any of them. I don't think they do it like they do at Celebration, where it's like a big, huge, like I have over here with it's an assembly line of pictures. And those, I'll tell you that if you guys have never had a chance to go to Celebration and done these pictures, it's cool to be able to get a picture with some of your favorite celebrities. It's really neat to do that. But the thing that I hate about it is it's very non-personal. Basically, they just throw you in a line and you walk in, you get like a couple seconds or a little bit to say something to them if they're willing to talk to you a little bit more. And then you actually you stand with them, they snap the picture, and then they shoo you out, and the next person comes in. It's really kind of not as personal as like a lot of people as you would think it would be.
Bear. See, this is why our show is not family friendly.
Oh God. Yeah. Ever since she made that comment, holy crap, that's kind of been taken off. So yeah, I understand how that
goes. See, Gap, that's another thing. Is like I would like to do photo ops for those two people, but just standing in lines is not the funnest thing.
Yeah, and like I said, this not being Celebration, it may be a very different experience. I don't know. I have not been to one outside of Celebration, other than maybe like some local ones here in Kansas, and those are really like low key, just minor league stuff. It's really not that. It's not as well organized. It's just really kind of thrown together, that kind of stuff. So I'm not sure how this is going to go. It was hugely popular last year, so we'll see how everything works.
See, what would be cool is if I could get Sam Witwer to sign my Darth Maul.
I know I have one in the other room.
That'd be awesome.
I told you. I told you. Mari brought me one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mari brought me one while we were in Japan.
Which is all right. Cool. Oh, San Diego Comic-Con. Yeah.
Yes. San Diego Comic-Con. So High Republic is coming out with a new book in their third phase. That's something I want to talk about. Another thing I want to talk about is for those of you who enjoyed the show, and like I said, no hate. We're not going to talk about the hateful parts. We're not going to discuss any kind of the toxicity or anything like that. For those of you who are interested, the Art of the Acolyte book is coming out, which they'll discuss concept art and basically just panels and concept art from Art of the Acolyte from the Acolyte TV show. A lot of the ship, the designs of the Jedi, the designs of the Stranger, a lot of those concepts that came out, and I love to see that stuff because it shows different aspects of each show and how they go from concept and like post-production or from pre-production to actually show to what the final concept comes up with, like the Stranger's mask and the Jedi's outfits and things like that. Those are always so cool to see the design process on that. So Art of the Acolyte is another book that will be coming out.
So the book announcement that I saw that I thought was really interesting is we're getting a prequel novel to Outlaws.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I was actually going to talk about that. Let's see if I can hit it here. Yeah, it's called the Outlaw is Back. It says it's called Low Red Moon. It is actually ND5 and Jalen Vrax embark on a descent into the galaxy's underworld for an essential Star Wars read. So yeah, that's going to be.
Me? Come on, man.
What?
He hasn't even seen the Acolyte yet. Go back and watch our recaps.
Yeah, we did do a recap on the Acolyte, and to be honest with you, me and Steve, we had episodes that we enjoyed. We had episodes that we didn't. And go back and watch our episodes. Go back and watch our previous episodes where we discussed the Acolyte in full, episode by episode. And overall, I enjoyed the show. I liked it. Not my favorite, but I enjoyed the show. I liked it overall.
And, yeah, I liked it. Again, not my favorite.
Yeah. Not our favorite, but we did like it. We did.
Yeah.
We did not dive into the hate. We did not get into the whole hate mongering and all that kind of stuff. We don't do that.
We don't do that here.
We actually have a book coming out. It's called Little Horror with Your Star Wars. Or not. It's not called that. It says they're going to add a little horror with your Star Wars. It's called Star Wars Tales of the Nightlands, and it's actually going to be a horror-based comic. I believe it's going to be a comic book. Yeah, I believe it's going to be a comic book that they're going to be having coming out, and it's going to be available September 5th. So they're actually diving a little bit into a little bit of the horror, scarier side of Star Wars, if you will. So that's great. I mean, we're coming up on Halloween, so why wouldn't you? And also,
that's what I like about you guys. You don't get into the weeds and the disruptions of fandom.
Yes.
No, yeah, we leave that to other podcasts and live streams.
Yes. Yeah, 100%.
Not my bag, baby.
Not my bag. Another one that I was interested in is the ILM's 50th anniversary book. They're actually going to be doing a sketchbook and a book kind of explaining the last 50 years of everything that ILM has done. And for any of you who follows like behind the scenes for Star Wars and basically anything sci-fi, you'll know that ILM has pretty much had their hands in just about everything. And ILM is going to be coming out with a 50th anniversary book that's going to highlight some of their greatest like CGI designs and some of the best work that they've done. And I'm excited about that. That's great. ILM is probably one of the premier CGI manufacturers and special effects people out there. So I'm really excited to see what this book's going to come up with and see what it's about. So. And it says early next year on the release date on that. So be looking out for that. And there's, I won't recap all of them because there's so many. There's Clone Force 99 comics. There's new comics coming out about the legacy of Vader, about the Jedi Knights, and with Qui-Gon Jinn coming back. I'm kind of interested in that. Steve will like this. There's going to be new Dr. Aphra comics coming out.
Well, it's already started, actually. I think they were just...
Yeah. They were just kind of highlighting it. But there's a whole host of comics coming out if you folks are interested in it. And that's as far as publishing is concerned, that's one of the great things that's coming out for that. It's kind of some of the news that came out of San Diego Comic-Con. I'd give the Acolyte a 4.25 out of 6 abdominal muscles. Joy. That's awesome. So another thing that they came up with is something that they kind of do regularly during San Diego Comic-Con is they came up with the Hasbro booth came out with a bunch of stuff. And I kind of hit on some of the notable stuff because I, obviously being a collector, I do pick and choose a lot of what I order, and I do kind of pay more. I do kind of really, I get kind of make sure that when I order stuff, I kind of like to make sure that I'm purchasing stuff that I don't already have, or 2 that I have room for, because that's one of the biggest things is just running out of room for the stuff that I have. So some of the notable things that I thought were interesting that I definitely purchased. Again, I'm going on the Acolyte love train for a second. They did release a Black Series 6-inch The Stranger figure with removable heads, both lightsabers, and that'll be something that'll be coming out for the Black Series. I ordered one myself, which is great. I think that's cool that they're still giving that love. And I think one of the more popular characters from the Acolyte series was the Stranger. And so it's like I said, a few weeks ago I previewed. I actually got the Black Series helmet, the Stranger's actual helmet that you can fit on, and it's a great piece. It's really cool. So I'm excited to be getting the actual Black Series figure, the 6-inch Black Series figure on that. We also have the Star Wars The Black Series Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker's Clash on Bespin 2-pack that'll be coming out. That also has actual it'll have a little bit of a diorama with it as well, that you'll be able to pose the 2 characters and put them together, so that way you can show them actually in combat. And for those of you who are out of box collectors, it'll be a great piece to display. For those of you like myself who are in-box collectors, which people think I'm weird for, it'll still be a good play. It'll still be a fun piece to add to it, because it's not something that they've done recently in the past. We've also got Black Series Asajj Ventress. We have a Clone Wars version of Rex and Anakin Skywalker 2-pack that came out. And one of the biggest reveals is a lot of you folks who I've showed you kind of what I have up here. I have the Razor Crest HasLab. I have the Ghost HasLab. I also just got a recent email about the Cantina scene that they did last year. I backed it as well, and I'll be getting that here in the next few months to add to my HasLab display. So for this year's Comic-Con, they actually did a display of the Clone Wars era gunship that they're doing in a 6-inch scale, or they're doing in a 3 3/4-inch scale. Very big. It's going to be one of the biggest ones they have. I think the wingspan on it is almost bigger than the Ghost, but it's not as long. But if you are familiar with the gunship that I'm talking about from Star Wars, the Clone Wars, it's when it was introduced. And but that's the next HasLab to be coming out. I have not looked recently to see what the backing is on it, but with it, you also get a clone pilot and a gunner. You also get some extra clone troopers, and you will also get 3 different Jedi with it if the thing is actually fully backed. So yeah, if you haven't got a chance to see that, you can go on the Hasbro Pulse website, and you'll be able to see the Clone Wars gunship on there. And yeah, if it's something you want to add to your collection, it looks like a really cool piece. These HasLabs have a lot of detail to them, and they're a limited release. They only release so many of them at a time, and once they build them and send them out, they are no longer available. So if you have an interest in it, if it's something you want to add to your collection, I highly recommend you get a hold of it now. Look the gunship, Brian. So yeah. So yeah, that was kind of some of the stuff that came out of Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con for Star Wars. A lot of collectible stuff and things like that. So yeah.
Cool stuff. Kylo's got an 8-pack, I hear. Jeez.
Ben Swallow.
So we did have a couple other things we were gonna chat about, but I think since we're already well past our normal time,
do we need to do a Shenanigans episode 2?
Well, what I was I was chatting at you and you weren't paying attention, I guess. But one of the topics that we were going to talk about, we could probably just make its own episode.
Oh, okay. Well, what was it?
Well, go look at the private chat.
Go look at the
chat. Don't. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy the private chat and send it to you in Discord. That way you can see what I was talking about.
Yeah. In order for me to look at the private chat, I have to actually click a button.
That's right. You're on your iPad. Anyway, so yeah, we're done for the night. Yeah, we're not going to do Shenanigans a sequel, Brian. we do Shenanigans episodes fairly often.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
However, when was the last Shenanigans episode we did? It was probably our winter one.
Yeah, I think actually that was our last one, a winter Shenanigans episode, and I think it was like right after the holidays.
Yeah, let me find it. It's in here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Trailer. Yeah, winter Shenanigans. Yeah, it was actually it was December 3rd.
Joy says next week do Shenanigans 2, Electric Bantha Poodoo.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we're gonna take a break next week, get ourselves ready for Rebel Scum Con, and then we'll be back with our Rebel Scum Con recap.
Yes.
Yes. And then after that, the plan is to do our bestiary episode.
Mm-hmm. So at least we have topics coming up.
We do. We got lots of cool stuff coming.
Yeah,
we'll do an all cat episode. No, I'm kidding.
I'm going to be a little bit. I'm not going to have enough.
No, not for cats.
I'll have to. I'd have to chase down the outside cats.
And more ignoring asinine comments. Anyway. Anyway, thanks everybody for hanging out with us tonight and doing our shenanigans with us. Mm-hmm. Enjoying the chaotic mayhem that is the Earl episode. Release the Earl episode. Yeah, that's what Smirky Bear says. Release the Earl episode.
Mm-hmm. And Bear brought up a good point. We always have squirrel shenanigans that are happening. So I mean,
there's always,
it's not like we don't always have shenanigans.
There's always squirrels.
There's always.
May the nut be with you.
Yeah, I didn't even give my conversation topic that I wanted to talk about for Superman, and so I'll have to do it next time.
What was it? How long is it going to take?
Huh?
How long is it going to take?
It might take a minute. I can condense it. Let's see if I can condense it real quick. So the plot line of Superman is literally that Superman's parents turned out to be jerks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he chose to.
Well, I mean, that wasn't the whole plot.
Well, that was. I mean, I'm talking generalization. I mean, part of the plot was that his parents turned out to be jerks, and his his adoptive parents turned out to be the ones that he wanted to model himself after, right? Correct.
Right.
I mean, that's the quick and dirty version of it, right? And I wanted to go more in. I wanted to go more into this, but that's basically the quick and dirty version of it. Is that his parents turned out to be not the people he thought he was. They turned out to be kind of jerks, and he chose to follow the example of his Earth parents or his adoptive parents rather than what his adoptive parents had planned for him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now backtrack to Rise of Skywalker. Rey finds out that her grandfather is a douche, and she chooses.
What do you mean by that?
She chooses to take the name and follow the example of her adopted family through like Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, and Leia, and become a person of good. Now, my point is that how come that was so accepted in the Superman movie, but for some reason in Rise of Skywalker, everybody had such a problem with it? It's literally the same thing.
I would say because Star Wars fans are fickle.
That's fine, but it's literally the same thing. It's literally the same plot, same situation, just a different way of telling it. But everybody freaks out when it's Rey that does it in The Rise of Skywalker. But when it happens to Superman, all of a sudden everybody's like, "Oh, that's the greatest thing I've ever seen."
I mean, yeah.
Change my mind. Change my mind on that. And on that note, now
Brian says he says that it's because Daisy Ridley has cooties, and Star Wars nerds are afraid of girls.
That could be. I mean,
or
could be.
You know, I mean, Joy.
Yeah,
could be right.
Yeah, you're not far off, Joy.
You're not far off.
Without getting into the whole hatred debate and all that kind of stuff, I'm just saying. I just wanted to bring that up. I saw that as an observation, and I was like, I've got to bring that up as a parallel between the two of them, because it literally is the same situation, just two different characters in two different universes. But yet one everybody freaks out about, and one everybody thinks is the greatest story ever. And I'm going, I don't understand how that works, but okay. But on that note, I know Steve was trying to wrap this up, so that was kind of a little bonus extra shenanigan. Yeah. So I mean, this is something that we can definitely like pick up in the Discord. There's a good reason to join our Discord, so we can continue this conversation in the Discord if you folks wish. And yeah, but that's just a little something like
a little something, yeah.
Little squirrel shenanigans nut extra for you.
A little
food for
a little nut extra. What the hell?
Little extra nut on that one. Little extra shenanigans on my part.
Huh. Okay. Anyway, thanks for coming in. If you are not already subscribed to us on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and try to get us up to 500 and then make us go clean. I just don't know how that's going to work. Squirreling after show in Discord.
Well, if we don't go clean, we're gonna need a lot more Patreons, and we're gonna need super chats.
Super what?
Super chats, just to make sure we can pay the the StreamYard bill.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, see you next time, folks. Like I said, we're not going to be here next week, but we will be back after Rebel Scum Con to relive our experience there. And if we think about it, maybe we'll get a video of me doing karaoke.
That would be funny. We could do snippets. We could post that on TikTok. I bet it would go viral.
Hell yeah. That would mean I'd have to actually work TikTok. Anyway.
That's true.
Anyway, we'll see you next time. And hope you enjoyed the show and come back next time. And tell your friends, but only the good stuff. We'll see you next time. And may the force be with you.